The potting shed has been tidied again. And Mrs. Tweet is definitely still sitting on her eggs and coming out frequently and going back with live bugs now. So I have literally just painted these bits on the little chandelier, and I have finally painted this bit that's going to go up on the shelves behind me. The bird feeder we took down from the front that we made from an old watering tray, an old bird feeder basket and some wood. I'll put a hook in there and hang it up tomorrow. Lots of little seedlings getting ready to go. She's finally perked up. And I've got some salad in there. Herbs and cranberries all just piled in, and the everlasting sweet peas. They haven't flowered yet, but they promise to soon. I've never had everlasting sweet peas before. Definitely want to save those seeds. And that was a surprise fern that just popped up in that little window box. I have no idea how it got there. The only red cabbage plants that are looking okay. The others all look like they're struggling. Tidied up where the hose was, and there's a potato growing there very happily. And there's my tub of all sorts with the clematis, the sage, the lavender, the wood sorrel, another everlasting sweet pea, and that tub with the passion fruit, the purple passion fruit. So I've got 3 fruit again this year, but much better quality, and I've been feeding and watering more regularly. I forgot to paint this one. Maybe I'll just swap this one out for the other one. There's another little decoration added, just because I like to add more decoration. And that basket is filled, that one filled. So lots happy again. Blue fabric. I've just temporarily covered that one just to keep in with the blue. Oh, walking on here. I've just washed this rug as well, tidied it up, and all is tidied up in here as well. And that mirror I was gifted by a friend. You can see I'm all mucky. I've been in the garden obviously all day. The nasturtiums, parsley, peppers, jalapenos, I think that is, or cayenne, one of the two. The snapdragons, there's lettuce and strawberries, there's Cape gooseberries, rhubarb, another pumpkin trailing along. Those hanging baskets being filled. That rose looking absolutely gorgeous, and that one has a beautiful scent. And I've just painted in some of the decorations, the little swirly bits, just because it didn't look right just leaving it plain white. It looked unfinished. Strawberry still fruiting. That one, that beautiful little flower cage I'm going to paint another day. My lemon verbena, a lemon tree, a tiny little one, and the pink guava, all still happy there. I haven't had a chance to paint this yet. I'm going to paint it properly white and get some blue flowers in there with a very pretty pot, and paint BGC, Blue Garden Cottage, on there. This candle holder will eventually be changed and altered for something else. But yeah, lots of seedlings. My wonderful peacock that somebody gave me. I've got very generous friends. My tomatoes. Looking lovely. An onion I've let go to flower in there. There's a clematis. The sweet potatoes are bounced into life with all the hot weather. It's wonderful. Another pumpkin trailing up the apple tree. A little patio rose I was given by Nadine. Thank you, my darling. Oh, look. It's been munched and munched but they are very antique looking roses. Let's hope they can flower nicely, even though they've been munched quite a bit. Ooh. Ripening tomatoes, that's such a blessing. Buddleia, oh, I love the buddleia. Apples looking corky already. I didn't thin them out, haven't been watered regularly and properly, so they're bound to be corky, all knobbly. They're wobbly skinned, so might not get much out of those. And I didn't thin them out, so I'm bound to see some codling moth in them. I did thin out a couple yesterday, and look at this. Vegetable flowers always make the pollinators happy. So if whatever vegetables you're growing, make sure you keep some to go to seed and feed those lovely hovering, pollinating insects. They love the marjoram. I've put the zinnias out today together with the feverfew. Let's hope they're happy. Put a different bird bath top in there. So everything's been tidied up. I wish I still had some beautiful trailing or breccia to put in that watering can over there. That would be really lovely. I'll sweep the rug tomorrow morning. My chickpeas. Very happy this time around. Better than last year. They're definitely better than last year. And the chives from last year still surviving well. I have chickpeas, carrots, chickpeas, onions, chickpeas, carrots, chickpeas, onions. And I've put these sticks here because the blinking cats keep scratching them up. So it's one tactic anyway. I've still got some strawberries flowering there, can you believe it? The Aquilegia, I've cut the seeds off, keep the foliage off the ground so there's no place for slugs to hide. More chickpeas time. Here's my silver skin onions. Oh, these are tiny little blooms. Very pretty. My purple sprouting broccoli. The seed head's looking really nice and fat. So hopefully they'll start to dry nicely soon and we'll have plenty for both sprouting and for growing for next year. And this one, my purple sprouting broccoli, I'm hoping we're going to get lots of new florets very soon. And I make sure I keep this one watered because I don't want it bolting like the other one. We hardly had any. The red cabbage, some swede and some cauliflower in there. The cauliflower are not doing very good. They've just been munched. The red cabbage is surviving. I did get some soot. I did put it around. It helped a little bit, but not enough. But they're happy in there, in between the black currants and the blueberries. They seem to be happy there. There's some comfrey in there as well I need chopping. Another pumpkin, not very happy here. All the raspberries, I've cut away the old wood. They've had their first fruit in, and this is the new one for this late blooming, so I'll get some more raspberries by next month. So I cut the old wood away, and the new wood now gives me the late season raspberries. We've raised the water butts up, tidied up in here. The water butts have been raised up off the ground onto bricks, and these plants watered and tended, tidied up. This peach, I've got to figure out something to do with this one and the other one. We've got two of them, so they need a better place. I'm not quite sure where yet, but we've got to plan. This is my little black turtle beans, so they're not ready yet. They're supposed to be purple podded. We'll see. They're definitely not purple podded, are they? But they do have pretty. Just as I'm harvesting the last of my blueberries and currants, well, there's still more blueberries to ripen, but the last of the currants are gone. There's only a couple of them. Most of them were harvested by my grandson last week. So as I'm taking out more berries, I'm also planting up some more cauliflower, because I already have 2 Savoy, or rather Savoy. I've got 2 red cabbage in here. So I thought I might as well keep all the brassicas in here because it's covered, protected from the butterflies. And I might as well put other brassicas in here, like the cauliflower. So there'll be red cabbage, cauliflower, swede, because I'm going to put some more swede in. I don't care if it's past time. Yeah. And then I'll intercrop with some marigolds. And I'm going to be putting soot around everything to keep the blasted slugs away. Dropped you there. They do have pretty little flowers. Oh, I can't focus. Yeah, pretty little flowers. And the outdoor oven and cooking area is still a work in progress, because we have to wait till we can afford to finish it now. So all the paths tidied up. Yeah, we've lit it. It does work. It gets up to temperature. We just need to figure out a way of fixing in the oven thermometer, and then convert this little burner to a cooker. I've got some chamomile, some calendula, some marigolds and some beans. These ones aren't podding yet. Same ones as the others. The beans I've put in here are not doing so well, even though they've got a lot of fertilizer in there and get watered a lot. Yeah. So they obviously don't like being in there. Lovely afternoon sun. Just love it. And I found a cheap but very pretty pot for the olive. Hubby wanted an olive no matter what. And we got one, and I said, well, we got to get a pretty tub for it. That was a £5, believe it or not. And it just had to come home because it's blue. Of course it had to be in my garden. I've got a couple of pairs of whaleys around the garden, filled and ready to be planted up, but I don't have anything to put in them. Yeah, I think we're ready. Do you think we're ready? I have had a couple of broad beans off my plants already, but there are new pods forming. So while there's some almost ready. They're small ones, they're not very big. This one had a nice big pod. Oh, and these, as I said before, the mung beans, and this is totally the wrong way to grow them. They're supposed to be spread out like that, but they seem to be more happy bunched up together. Whether we get any mung beans off them now or not, I have no idea, because I planted them the wrong way. But this is the way they're growing, and then beetroot will fill the gaps in between. Loads of beetroot. And this is my edible lupin. And the bits that are edible, I'm presuming, are the peas inside the pods, the seeds. So only 2 of the edible lupins survived, and that's the better one. The other one's limping along. And the only one of the African marigolds that have survived in the beds. All the others have been munched to bits. The slug's saying thank you very much. Oh, I'm going to leave that one until after the photography's done. So there you go. Garden update for now. Oh. Is that Mrs. Tweet or is it the house sparrow? That's Mrs. Tweet. Can you see her? She'll be back in a second. She's catching lots and lots more live bugs, so I'm presuming getting ready to feed little ones, because I can't hear them yet. I'd think they'd be quite noisy once they hatch. It can't be long now. Oh, there she is. Hello, Mrs. And you know it's Mrs. because she's the one sitting on the nest in that little watering can. It's so scrunched up in there for her that her tail has gone skew. Yep, still catching live bugs. And she doesn't mind me at all now. She's got very used to me, and she stands like within a foot of my face in the potting shed, just looking at me and tweeting at me as I'm busy working in there. So she's not bothered now. She's got used to me. She knows I'm going to help her. Especially the other day, she came and tweeted away and told me there was a cat in the garden. She knows to come to me for help. There she is. And back to the nest. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Come on then. Mouthful of bugs. Come on, Missy. Yep, you know you're welcome to come back in. Oh, there she is. She normally comes and perches on the basket. Hi. You don't like the camera? You're camera shy, is that it? You're camera shy. Well, come on then. You know you can come in. She's got a beak full of live bugs. There you go. Yeah. You can go back in your nest. We know where you live. Oh, it looks like a spider. There she goes. We have put the fan up during the day when it gets hot. We put the fan on for her when it's too hot in here, and so she's happy. And that makes it safe for her and the little ones. But we will be moving it. They're not nesting in the potting shed next year. It's too hot. Beautiful sunshine today. It's been lovely and warm. Not as hot as the weekend has been. Gulls flying around. We never have trouble with the gulls. They never come into our garden, thankfully. Beautiful to see them soaring, though. But yep. Weather change. Tomorrow is supposed to be raining all day long. We were supposed to have some very heavy rain today. It only came very briefly in the late afternoon today, and then it's turned back to beautiful sunny weather, but very windy. I hope you enjoyed this little catch up. Let me know in the comments section if you think it'll pass as a cottage garden. Alright folks, until the next video. Oh, and before we go, I please want to say a big thank you to new subscribers, or welcome, and thank you to those of you who regularly comment, who stay in contact with me. I really appreciate your contributions as well. So please, to all of the others who haven't yet subscribed, and there are way more of you who haven't subscribed yet, it is free to do. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you'll know when I post another video. Welcome to the completely ready for photography Blue Garden Cottage. Oh, cottage garden. It's a bit windy and I'm afraid the audio is not going to be that brilliant, but I'm going to give you an update. It's been a while again. I've been really busy trying to tidy up and get things ready for the very prestigious £10 voucher, gift voucher competition. Council House Garden competition. Wow. But there you are. I entered it because it puts puts the pressure on, gives me a deadline for getting the garden ready to do what I wanted to do with it, to get it sorted. It puts the pressure on for me to get things done. We've got hanging baskets up. These are all looking lovely, between the dill, the calendula, the parsley, all the tomatoes. The roses started flowering again. There's a pumpkin in here coming nicely up on top of the composter. The bins are all tidy. Tomatoes are happier, they like being here. And the fig has once again started to give us some fruit. I'm so happy about that, but this really struggles. It does not like being dry, and we have to water it very frequently and feed it. Hanging basket not looking too bad. Fruit, there's strawberries, there's spinach, there is petunias, there's marigolds, and even some lettuce seeds sprinkled in the middle. I have left the campanula on the edge because it does look nice and cottage gardeny. The oregano and the lavender and the nigella look really lovely, softening up the hard edge of the concrete path. And I just love that wisteria, giving the garden some shade. It's a pity the roses aren't all completely blooming yet, but we'll get there. Whether they're blooming by tomorrow morning or not doesn't matter. Beautiful. And a pumpkin there trailing along the aronia berry. I'll train it up onto the lilac soon as well. Rhubarb, absolute giant this year, because we split it, didn't we, last year, so it's got a refresh. And this pumpkin is a massive leafed one. It's huge. This one's the spinach in this one's gone to seed, but it's okay. Some pansies in this one, and some lettuces and strawberries, marigolds and petunias. And it's really lovely at this time of day. This is a tomato I rescued from the edge of the back of the driveway, and I've stuck it in here, and the rosemary. We'll see how it does. All the Jerusalem artichokes are about to flower. Gentle Hermione has come back into flower. This one needs some more flowers opening, and it's just gone over with the old ones. There's tiny little sunflowers there. Yep, we're all ready. In the future, whenever we get chance, I'm going to fill these gaps either with soil and little tiny creeping plants, or I'm going to fill it with, I'm going to dig it out and fill it with concrete and stick in some seashells or something, or little broken tiles or pottery or whatever. That'll look nice, and we can have a little bistro set here. That black tub we used to use for a swimming pool for the little ones when they were little is going to go in there for a pond. We're going to sink it in the ground a little and build a little wall around it with some of those bricks we got. The gorgeous tiny little sunflowers. Barry's roses.